I love a good fruit snack. One of my favorites to have around the house as a snack, and especially take to the beach, is watermelon. So good. You know, Jesus talks about fruit too. Our memory verse this week is from Matthew chapter 7, verse 17, in which Jesus says, "A good tree produces good fruit, but a bad tree produces bad fruit." And that makes sense to us, right? A tree only ever makes one sort of fruit. If I were to go to an apple tree and I were to pluck down all of the apples and take a bunch of bananas and stick them up there, and every time an apple grew, I'd keep taking the apples down and I'd keep putting more bananas up there and telling everybody, "Hey, this is a banana tree." Would it really be a banana tree? No, that's silly. Because an apple tree is only ever going to produce apples no matter how many of them I pluck and no matter how many bananas I stick up there. And that's what Jesus was talking about with good fruit and bad fruit. The good fruit is the good things we do, but the bad fruit is the bad things we do. And what Jesus is saying is it's not what's just about on the outside. You know, you can have a sinful heart and still try to do good things, but you're not going to fix that heart just by changing the things you do on the outside. If I were to go to the doctor with all sorts of symptoms, say a headache and a fever, and I've got chills and, you know, I'm just feeling achy, that probably means I have some sort of sickness on the inside of me. And a good doctor knows, oh, I've got some sort of bacteria in me. Here's some medicine to cure what's on the inside. But if that doctor just said, oh, you've got the chills? Well, get a blanket. Oh, you've got a headache? Well, take some Advil. That's only treating the symptoms. It's not going to make the sickness go away. And the sickness in our lives are our hearts that are sinful. We're born separated from God because of what Adam and Eve did with the fruit of the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. But thankfully, God has provided another way. God said, hey, I will take your heart and I will give you a new heart. I'll make you a tree that goes from producing bad fruit to producing good fruit. And that takes something bigger than just plucking apples down and putting bananas up there, saying, oh, you know what, I don't need Jesus. I'll go to church all the time and I'll give to the poor and I won't ever say a bad word. That's just outside stuff. But what we do on the outside comes from what we are on the inside. And that's why I love Jesus so much, is that he came and he paid a price for us and said, hey, I will give you a new heart. And so we can go from being a tree that produces bad fruit to a tree that produces good fruit. And so that's what we're going to talk about today, about how God can take our hearts and change it, and how we can go from bad fruit to good fruit.